They are making a difference. On 938 Live.
4 young women set out to transform the lives of 15 children from underprivileged families and had their lives transformed in the process. They embarked on SuperHero Me, which is a social project aimed at helping these children develop greater confidence and encourage them to really dream. I spoke to one of the women behind the project, Jean Liu.
SuperHero Me is a values-based project that involves art and craft. So what we did was we worked with a school of 15 preschoolers, a graduating class from the Care Corner Child Development Center at Linky. Most of these kids actually come from less privileged families, and we worked with them to try and recreate the sort of graduation experience that a 6-year-old like them would go through. So instead of that usual mortarboard and scroll kind of boring experience, we wanted to bring them through the whole concept of, working hard for your dreams. So in this case, it was like, who is the superhero in your head? How can you create a costume to actually be that superhero?
Wow, okay. So you actually went in and asked them to build superhero costumes.
Yeah, so our team, there's 4 of us girls. We went into the center and worked with the kids to really bring the whole idea of, people like Batman, Iron Man, Ben 10 down to everyday heroes. So like your teacher, your mother, a cleaner, construction worker, and then to get them to ask themselves what kind of superpower would they have, because it kind of boils down to the motivation of how would a 6-year-old want to change and improve the world. And then from those ideas, we actually got the kids to sketch out the costumes and then craft the costumes based on a 2D cardboard model. And we spent about 8 to 10 weeks actually creating a costume for each of them from that model.
Right. Where did this idea come from?
This idea actually came from really around us. You watch Marvel movies, and every day I think we read stories online, and we come into contact with heroes of our own. And I think this whole idea of dreaming, it's very natural for a kid to want to do big things, to want to do good things, to want to save the world. But slowly as you go into school and you grow up, that idea kind of fades away, and, responsibilities come about. And we thought that, okay, why not really empower these children while they are at that young age to have that sort of confidence that, they can be whoever they want to be. So the inspiration started from that.
And how did you see this transform the kids?
I think we were very, 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 very surprised that this project actually has grown into something much bigger than we initially thought of. So the parents gave feedback, because most of these kids struggle from learning disabilities. So in terms of them having to, read out full sentences in English, they've never spoken in front of a crowd before, actually expressing themselves in words, that was something quite tough. And because they lacked in vocabulary, they were having self-esteem issues. And this project has actually transformed them to become very confident kids who are not afraid to speak up and who are able to stand their own and to express their ideas. We've got feedback from parents as well that some of them actually translated the values from the project into everyday life. So knowing that, okay, to be a real superhero, I must go to school, I must help my teachers, I must clean up after myself. So we were quite heartened that the kids took home these values.
And has the experience working with these kids, seeing the way they've transformed, changed you?
Definitely. I think the experience of working with these children has really touched our lives. So for us who are involved, and you see that there's so much potential in every child. And the interesting fact is that none of us are parents, but I think this is one step to actually shaping the kind of society we want by working with children, working, to be a hero in your own personal capacity and helping to inspire people in that sense.
Do you intend to take this project further?
Yes, we're actually thinking of ways and means now to try and let more children, especially those who need an extra dose of courage, and try and bring this experience to more kids in Singapore. We are also going to follow up with these 15 kids by continuing to support them in their studies, bring them to meet real superheroes, heroes like maybe entrepreneurs, policemen, firemen, people like that, to give them a sense of, the fact that, it's not so impossible to live out your dream, that it really, really takes effort, and we can be heroes in our own right, no matter what we do in life next time.
Jean, do you think a program like this is applicable to different ages as well, so that you can re-instill confidence that might have been lost in older kids?
I definitely think that it's a program that can be worked with anyone at any age, because even though adults, I think, to really sit down, and I think the difficult question is when you ask an adult what sort of superpower would you want to have. I think it's very hard to answer because no matter what age we are at, we have our own struggles. Every superhero has its struggles, and we think that if it's not easy for us, what about children? So I think it can definitely apply to any kid at any age.
And that was Jean Liu, one of the 4 women behind SuperHero Me. If you'd like to find out more about the project, go to superherome.sg. This has been They Are Making a Difference. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daphne Lim.
They are making a difference on 938 Live.